Alright then folks, let's have a little look and see what's happened here. So it's over the left hand side here of the truck. As you can see, we've lost one of the rods here at the back, and we've also underneath here dislodged one of the wheel itself from out of its housing. So what I need to do is need to take off the suspension rack. I need to pull this wheel out, readjust it, pop it back in, and hopefully that should be everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut from this. I'm going to take this all apart because that's going to take time, and that's you're not going to want to see that. And then when it comes to the actual repair, we'll pick up from there and we'll go and I'll show you exactly what it is I'm doing to repair the front end of this particular truck. Okay, so after a lot of digging, this is essentially what's happened. So we know that we've lost power to the wheel. That's okay. We can sort that out. That's not the biggest issue here. What happened to cause all these issues is underneath here, there's a bolt that should be running that holds on the wheel of the truck to this particular bracket here. In the same vein as we have one that runs at the top here, we have one that runs at the bottom. Now the one that runs at the bottom looks like that, right? Just this little screw at the end there, just that little bolt there. So this little bit of plastic here, sorry, this little bit of metal here screws in, and then the bottom end of the truck connects and slips into there. So you've got a couple of mil of clearance there, which attaches itself to inside here, which keeps everything nice and straight, nice and flat. So when you're going at speed or when you're jumping, you're not actually going to pull this out. Now, as this is almost like a ball socket affair, what's happened, this has come out, and that's what caused the wheel to actually go on the wonk rather than actually staying nice and true. And it's because of that then that this came out. So all of this could have been actually repaired and could have been avoided if this was just clicked into the plastic housing here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to line up this plastic housing. This takes two hands, and it's going to be a bit of a nightmare because you've got quite a lot of articulation in this, and it moves left to right, up and down. So I'm going to need to use two hands. I'm going to just screw this back onto here. Then we're going to look at reconnecting it directly onto the car. What I have noticed is where this particular joint has come out, because it's spinning, it's actually cut quite a deep groove into the back end of the plastic here. So I'm going to double check that as well and see whether or not I need to actually replace this front end. I don't know at this particular stage if I do, but I'll have an update for you once this is all put back together. But just to let you know exactly what the cause of this issue was. So here is the bracket off the wheel, and inside here, that is where everything goes together. So you've got your bolt in the top there, and you've got your spacer divider in the bottom there. So what I've done now is I'm going to be doing exactly the same for this. So literally copying exactly what's on the one side and just doing it again for the second side here. Now that's what the issue was, is that this wasn't clicked in properly. Or if it was, maybe when I was transporting it, it popped out. But I noticed that as soon as I started off with the video of the bash, I noticed that it just wasn't sitting right. And that's it. That's exactly how it should look. So those two screws inside here attached to the inside of this particular wheel here, see, on those two brackets there. And it's that then that gives you the stability and gives you the ability then to keep this particular bracket locked in place, so that then the motor can turn the wheel. Right then, let's crack on. Okay, fully repaired. Front end back on, and actually working properly. If we put it down, you should be able to see, yeah, you can see that this wheel is now 100% straight. Let me see if I can make this a bit better, because it's not actually coming over very well on camera. So this wheel now is now 100% straight, same as this front one. If I lift them both up, we should be able to see, yeah, you can see that. Whereas before, this wheel was kicking out a little bit, almost as if it was splayed. Now it is totally reseated and back in. I put the shock back in as well. That's now functioning as it should. Everything inside here is now reconnected and actually sitting properly. So now we can take this back out and bash it until I break this again.